Do you know what is the forbidden fruit?
Apple.
That's why it is forbidden with pictures in Islam. Because human mind thinks in pictures. In the Holy Scripts, it either says the forbidden fruit or the tree of knowledge. That when Adam or human ate, they lost their place in heaven. When Michelangelo made a picture of Adam, Eve, so he needed a forbidden fruit because apple is red and red means forbidden in Western culture. He picked apple. But the picture was so good, people took it literally, like it was an apple. Actually, people took it literally, like there were two human beings called Adam and Eve living in heaven somewhere up there, and they were cast down to earth to here. Actually, everything is here. Heaven, hell, earth, everything. The dimensions are not like up there, it is up there or out there. We are living in a multidimensional universe. So this world was the heaven, the Eden's garden. It's like Mesopotamia in eastern Turkey, Iran, Iraq, the problematic area, crescent, good crescent, fruitful crescent. And in heaven, how is heaven? In heaven there is no work and you don't get bored. So you walk around, everything, every fruit is there. Apple, orange, banana, whatever, and they grow in the height of your mouth. So you can literally eat it without touching. There is no work. You don't have to pluck it or reach for it. But when you eat the forbidden fruit, which some Muslim wise man says that it was the wheat, when you eat the wheat is the knowledge, tree of knowledge, because you cannot eat wheat just as it is. You have to first destroy all life forms in the area and plant the wheat. You have to work for it. And then when it grows, you want the year to be the same as before, so you know what time it will rain and what time it is time to collect the wheat grains. And then you have to invent something to separate the wheat grains from the rest. Then you have to invent, you cannot eat it like this, you have to invent something to put it in so you can make flour with it. And then you have to invent fire because you have to cook it. And then you have to know the formula to do it. And then you need somebody to do this work. And to do this work, you have to work like this on the ground. And when you are working, then you have pain in your back. And if you ever have pain, if you ever had pain in your back, then you know that then you are not in heaven, because heaven means you are healthy and you are capable. So how to force some people to work? People invented a religion which says it is God who created me as the Lord, owner of this land, and you as a slave. And I'm so good-hearted that I let you eat enough if you spend all your life working in my field instead of having a life of your own. And if you listen to what you are told, you follow the system, you go to heaven after you die. So people have so dissatisfying life that they wish they die soon so they go to heaven. In the meanwhile, they live in hell. And it is a system that is made by God, they say. So if you try to change this, you are not against me, you are against God. So you lose your heaven after that also. This is the false religion, of course. We have to not take that scriptures, holy scriptures, literally. Then we have the story of Cain and Abel, which one of them offered lamb, other one offered grain to God. And God accepted the lamb as a sacrifice, but not the grain. So the brother who sacrificed grain, Cain killed the brother who sacrificed lamb. And they make an extra story, it's like he didn't give the best grain, but the rotten grain, but it's a make-up story. The brother that sacrificed grain represents the agricultural culture, and the brother who sacrificed lamb represents the nomadic culture. And by accepting one of the offers, but not the other, God wants us to live nomadic lifestyle, not the agricultural lifestyle. Because in nomadic lifestyle, you think world belongs to nobody, its fruits belongs to everybody. We come from heaven, we will go to heaven. In the meanwhile, we are experiencing being a human, so just enjoy it. Travel around. Let the animals eat the grass and we eat the animals. So we travel wherever it is spring. In agricultural lifestyle, people have this false religion, like, I am the owner of this land. Hello, the land was here millions of years before you, and it will be here million years after you. You can just use it, you cannot have it. And then people fight for land, kill for land, die for land. Come on, this is max 100 years in this world. Why you don't enjoy it, instead fight with each other and make enemies instead of friends? So that Cain kills Abel is not a story happened long time ago, or 6,000 years ago, as somebody believe. It's the shortened history of the world. Agricultural lifestyle is killing the nomadic lifestyle. And if you look at the world today, all the problems we have in the world is because of the agricultural lifestyle. Because somebody says, this is my land. Maybe they don't do anything with the land, but the land is there, so you cannot do anything there. You cannot pass through with your animals there. And because when you are living on nature with your animals, your address is not known. You can be anywhere in the world, so you cannot be taxed. So you cannot be slave of the satanic system. So they force you to settle down in some land piece and spend your life in a limited area, which, while you were in heaven-like mindset, nomadic, you were eating something, you were throwing away what was left. And when you need to toilet, you were doing it anywhere, and it was becoming food for the seeds that was again from what you throw away. So this is heaven. You are always living in a fruit garden. But when it is agricultural lifestyle, people live same place, people do their toilets to the same place, so there are some parts of the city which is not smelling good, you don't want to go there. People have this wrong belief that there is limited supply, so they fight for things, while actually we are living in an abundant world, which most of it is not used, and people nowadays thinking like there's too much man on world, we have to take the population down. We are only 8 billion, and world has resources to feed like 800 billion people right now. And there is this carbon or climate change, all are artificial actually, but because of living in this wrong type of culture. People who were kings then, some other names today, we don't know who they are, because when people knew who was the king, who was the empire, they could do a revolution against and kill the empire king that we've seen in the history. Now we don't know who they are, so we cannot make a revolution against them, but it looks like everybody is slaves, working from paycheck to paycheck, living a life which is, I mean, come on, you will have just one human life in this world. Do you want to spend it like this, working? Is this the meaning? Do you think God sent you to earth to have a shop and sit in that shop from morning to evening so you have food to eat? Think again. Think again. And when you have finished thinking, you can share this video with some people you love. If you don't have some people you love, then get some people to love, because life is good when you love somebody.